Hey Scorpio, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for July 26th. I want to thank all of you who have been engaging with the videos. I can't do this without you. You are what keeps the channel going, so thank you so much. And if you want to continue seeing these videos in your feed, make sure to like and subscribe. At the heart of your reading, we have the Judgment card. So you're currently deciding whether or not to take a big risk on connecting with a past energy. There's an interesting combination of past and new energy converging here in your reading. What's the challenge for Scorpio? It's like, let's say you worked at Burger King earlier in your life, and now you are considering purchasing a franchise. You're owning your own Burger King store. So it's like, yes, you're reconnecting with something that you have a connection to in the past, but in a fresh, new, bold direction with an element of risk involved. Your challenge being the Eight of Swords, which means that thinking about this feels like work to you. It feels like this is really interesting the way that it's coming through, because when you try to think about this decision, it's non-linear. Like, your thought process goes in so many different directions. There are perhaps too many unknowns. You feel like you don't know enough in order to make heads or tails of this. Because as far as you can take a certain line of thinking, you come up with like a myriad of questions. That's a really atypical way for the Eight of Swords to be used in the language of tarot. And I'm grateful to Spirit. Like, that was a cool little moment for me as a tarot reader. Your focus is the Three of Cups. So you want to bring more socializing and enjoyment and friendship to the world with this thing that you're trying to connect with. You want to take a risk. You want to put yourself out there, re-engage with an element from your past. It could be that you're trying to reconnect with your friends, and like, maybe you used to work at a brewery when you were younger. Now you want to open your own. This would definitely fit that sort of an energy with the environment that you want to create, being this like sociable, going out for drinks, having fun times and lightheartedness with friends. But I think you're also bringing in this Three of Cups energy with like reaching out to childhood friends or longtime friends to see if they want to invest or get involved with this big new project that you want to get involved with. Like, hey guys, remember how we used to always say we would open our own brewery? Well, it looks like I'm about to do it. There's a chance that I might. In the recent past, we have Hermit energy, which is you really trying to get perspective on things. I think it's related to the same thing that you're considering now, but you feel more ready to make the decision. That's why it's showing up as Judgment now. But the Hermit is like, I need to clear my head. I need perspective on this. I'm too close to it. So however you, like, whatever method you use to do that, that's what you just did. It's usually getting away from it, getting some distance, meditating, think it's also about, let's say you want to open a brewery and you're like, okay, what all is related in that? I want the day-to-day ownership of a brewery, but what sort of licenses do I need? Let me look at government, governing bodies and their rules and regulations. And what sort of investment does it require? What sort of equipment? Let me go zoom out and look at different types of styles of brewing and what kind of beers do I want? So what are all the ingredients and where would I source my ingredients? Let me zoom out further and look at that aspect of it. I think that's really, like, I know that not all of you are opening breweries, but I'm giving one example, and it's on you guys to extrapolate and see how that would fit your circumstances. Your overall energy and your higher self perspective is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. You are kind of locked into the idea that you don't want to do this alone, or that you would really need a team in order to make this happen. You're wrong. What I'm seeing here is the turning of the tide, or the shift toward not needing collaborators. It's either a requirement because you are lacking the other people desire or involvement, or out of I said like necessity, like a requirement, or I forgot where I was going to go with that. Or a change of heart from within you, that you decide, you know what, more I learn about this, I would really enjoy being a solo owner. So in whatever form that's taking in your life, it means shifting from I'm going to need other people to chip in or contribute because I can't possibly do it myself, to I can do this. I would rather do it independently, or if I have to do it alone, I'm still willing to. I guess that's what it's going to take. In the near future, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. Whatever chaos is existing in your mind right now, that will soon feel more calm and clear. I don't think that the Five of Swords in this case is representing an argument or a disagreement. Five of Swords at its core, if you distill the meaning down, is just chaotic thinking. Yeah, so I think we're talking about how you felt like everything was so complex and unknowable, and the element of chaos within your own mind is going to start to feel more calm. Probably because as you learn more and study and become more knowledgeable, it doesn't feel so huge of an undertaking. It seems more tackleable. Your surprise energy is a relief from the stress that you've been feeling. The Nine of Swords in reverse is like, oh, I finally got a good night's sleep. I wake up feeling excited to jump into my day. I'm not dreading or worried or afraid. There's we're really talking about like your mental state in this reading. And with the Nine of Swords in reverse, there's apparently a surprising shift toward away from stress and fear. Your hopes and fears, we have the Five of Pentacles. If you create something tangible, it's your worst fear that it will slip away from you, that it will, this would be fear of starting your own business because you've seen when a company gets really successful, the CEO always gets kicked out. The The entrepreneur who launched it initially, once you go public, the board wants to kick out that person so that they have full control. And again, I know that's not exactly the case for everyone, but that's like the essence of the fear you're projecting onto this with, if I create it, I don't want it to be ephemeral. I want it to last. I don't want to feel like my claim to this or belonging to this is in question. As long as I want it in my life, I want it to remain. Show me the end result. Strength. Okay, whatever weakness you've been feeling, like it's too much for one person to handle, or it's too much work for you personally, you don't know enough, you're not knowledgeable enough, you're going to meet all of those concerns and check them off your list. Start to feel more capable. That's the word. You're going to feel very capable when it comes to what you're considering. Now, it doesn't say that you're going to choose to do it, but it's like as you're considering whether or not to do this thing, you would never choose to do it if you didn't feel capable. So you have to determine that first. And it looks like you're on the path to determining that you are capable. I think the next step is going to end up being making the decision, okay, I can do it, so am I going to? Yes or no? What advice do we have for Scorpio? Eight of Wands. Right now you're a bit in a wait and see mode. Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You need to, I don't know how to describe the advice that's coming through. I'm getting like you're staring at a pool of water, waiting to see what direction the tide is going to go. And the universe, as advice, is saying, touch the water. You need to engage with it. You need to throw a pebble in. It's not going to tell you. You need to exert your will onto your environment in some way, and then you'll start to see feedback. You won't just get a clear indication of what to do without engaging in some way. So Scorpio, I hope that helped. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this and would like a personal reading, follow this link in the description box below, and consider becoming a channel member for access to exclusive members-only readings and live streams.